so we're just making our way to launch the boat. It's a gravel road, pretty cool little spot. And then we're going to go up the Mangroves, try and get a feed. Got the Cobb grill, we're going to have feed out on the boat as well. And got heaps of bait, heaps of burley. So we're just going to see what happens and hopefully pick up a few fish. This road is bloody bumpy at the moment. Yeah, luckily we got a good trailer for the boat. And we're off. Fingers crossed we can go and find some of these harbour snappers. Right, so we've just pulled into a little posse in here. We've got mangroves on this side, mangroves on that side, and there's a little channel that runs through the middle here. Now it's a little bit windier than I thought it would be up here, so we sort of got wind against tide, which is a little bit of a bust up, but we're going to get the burley in. We've got heaps of, like seriously a shitload of bait. Check it out. So we've got a little bit of burley, we'll start with that. And hopefully we can bring a few fish right in shallow here. We're in 1.6 meters, so not much to lose. We'll bloody give it a go. That's the rig, one ball sinker on top of the hook. Big hook, big sinker. Buff it out and see what happens. Don't have to let any line out because it's so shallow. I'll just leave that in there. Oh yes! First fish, here we go. Not sure what it is. Hopefully it's a bloody snapper. Look at where we are. We're right up here in the mangroves. 1.6 meters of water. Oh, it is a snapper too. Check that out. How good is that? First snapper on deck. Right, so that right there is the first fish of the day, first bait of the day. I've just been sitting down shaking that burley. Look at that, you cannot complain with that. He is going home. First fish going back. How good is that? Right up here in the mangroves. Look at where we are. 1.6 meters of water. Mangroves right there. Mangroves there. Beauty. You little ripper. Right, so we're gonna have to get another bait. Right, so that bait obviously worked, so we'll give that another go, I think. Just the back end of that Jack Mac. How good is that? Right up here in the middle of nowhere, really. Now that's how I do my bait, just put it all the way through the tail once and then thread that hook through just like that. That ball sink will sit on the top nicely. Buff it back out there. Very, very cool. First bait, first fish. I was going to set up this other rod. This is a Daiwa Sea Line, but I might just give it 5 minutes, I think. See what happens. Try and do that all again. Sprats in the burley, little yellow-eyed mullet, but I don't have any small as hooks. So maybe next time I'm gonna have to bring some little sprat hooks. Catch them while we wait for the snappers. Oh yes. How's that? Feels like a nice one too. They can't go down, so they're just going to stay on the surface. Pretty cool. Look them out there. They're just on the surface. That's a nice fish, you can't complain with that. Look at that, that is a mean fish for way up here in the shallows. Hooked in the side of the mouth, poor dude. Look at that. Right up here in the shallows. He's going home. He's not happy. Very good. 2 fish, 2 baits, and yeah, I think I'm going to get another bait out there. Right, so how good is that? Now pretty much all I'm doing is I've parked in this creek here. So there's mangoes on the side, there's a little channel that runs through the middle here, and I've just sat right in the middle of the channel and heaps of burley. I've been chopping up those Jack Macs, these little things, just into sort of just like little, chop little bits off and keep throwing them in just to keep that burley flowing. I'm also got this burley bag here, giving it a shake every now and then. That's pretty much all we're doing. I've got a ball sinker on top of a J hook from BKK and throwing out the bag and waiting for it to bend over in the rod holder pretty much. So she's not the most hardest way to fish, but I find it very, very fun, especially catching the fish right up in 1.4 meters of water. Very, very cool. Just cool to see them up here so shallow. So it's not too hard to do what we do. You just got to get out here and come and give it a crack, and you'll be surprised where the snappers actually are, because right up here in the trees. Oh yeah, boy. Feels like a nice fish. Bloody beauty. How good. Snappers seem to be everywhere. Look, he's just swimming back towards the boat, can't go anywhere. Yes, nothing wrong with that. Lovely fish. Another beautiful snapper right up here. in the harbour. Right, he's going home. Don't want to drop him. Going hard. Beautiful. Here we go. We'll try a bit bigger bait. That's the biggest bait we've thrown out all day, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, boy. Number 4. Just throw out that bait and then we're on. Oh, he's coming back towards the boat. Oh, look at him, it's right here. What the heck is going on? Oh, look, he literally just swam to the boat. Oh, that's mean. Another nice fish. Loving that, loving those Jack Macs, which is really good. Caught them off the wharf the other night. Right, this one's going back home too. Absolute classy release. Right, so I just had this one on the rod holder. I was reading your email, and next minute, hooked up. It's good fishing, man. Caught like 5 already, and they've all been good sized, good pennies. Another beauty. Very nice snapper. Going home. Yeah, boy. Oh, that's not happy. Beautiful. That could be a nice one for feed. Oh, little bastard. I should really put him in the pan now. Nah, he's going home. Another one. Going back home. How good. Bloody hell, it got me too. Right, so I think the next fish we will chuck on the Cobb grill. I've got the Cobb. I've got all the ingredients, everything you need. I'm a master chef. You guys know that. And yeah, so hopefully we can get one more panny and then have a feed, because I'm bloody hungry. This feels like a bit of fish. Feels like the biggest one of the day, that's for sure. It's a bloody nice one. Nice one for up here anyway, in the mangroves. Look at that, good fish. That is a nice fish for right up here in the mangroves. It is really skinny. It actually doesn't look the healthiest. So I'm gonna let him go. Don't really want to be eating him. He's got like a big gap between his eyeball and all sorts. Super skinny, so I'm gonna chuck this one back. That is very cool though. Very cool. How good. Oh yeah, boy. Out of nowhere, just boom, on. I like it. Hopefully this one can maybe go for the pan. Not too big, not too small. Great one, and it's bleeding from the gills. It's not even hooked in the gills. That's right, that's a nice one. This is old mate's unlucky day. Not lucky day, he's coming home. Oh, I did hook him in the gills. Lovely fish. It's we'll whack the fillets off that and then get something going on the cob. I'm bloody starving. I'll just chuck him in the live bait tank to just bleed him for 5 minutes and make it taste so much better. Right, so I got my cob grill. As you guys already know, I need a new bag, and how much I love this thing. It is a very, very good piece of equipment, especially for the boat, which I am on right now. So I use the wok, which is this big thing here. You can change that obviously, but I'm gonna fill up this fish now. Should be nice and bled. Just makes it taste a little bit better, I reckon. So chop this, fill it up this snapper. You can't get much fresher than that, that's for sure. Burley up the snapper for snapper. Now what we've got here is, I'm going to try this. I haven't had this stuff before, but chicken style, well, southern style chicken. So coat and cook, but I thought I'll try something different. Right, so now what I'll do is I'll turn it on. So all we're going to do is put the gas on, push that red button, and look, it's going. Now we'll just chuck it on minimum. I've learnt my lesson, when you chuck it on high, it is very high. Now we've got some butter in here somewhere. I've got fresh butter this time, look at that. Oh shit. Oh yeah, we on. Oh no! Oh, just as I was grabbing the butter, I just had the biggest near bird's nest that we nearly had, but there was a fish on. Not anymore. Oh, look at the head of my bait. Big dog too. Chuck a t-shirt just under here so we can get it a bit even. Good thing about these is they don't get hot underneath, so you can chuck a t-shirt or something underneath just to balance it up a bit. Now I've actually got some of last night's dinner that we didn't cook. Now we've been killing a few pigs and that around the place. So here is some pork marinated in some seasoning and some, might as well cook it all actually, and some olive oil and some seasoning. So we'll just chuck that in. That won't take too long to cook. Then we'll get that fish, and then we've got some salad and tomato and whatnot. Oh, we actually got mushrooms there as well. I'll chuck them in later. So I think that'll be done now. I probably should have done the fish first, because now we've got all this sort of flavour oil in the pan, but oh well. It's not really going to matter, let's see what happens. Oh shit, we're getting a phone call. Right, we might just turn it up a bit. See what happens there. Right, so we just got the mushrooms going, they're nearly done. Just chuck some of these on. We've done the fish, we've done the pork, chopped up some tomato, we've got lettuce here, and we'll chuck it all in to the wrap and good to go. Bit of a chef today. Check it out, Flash Willis. And those are bloody yummy. Got one hell of a feed going on here. I've already eaten half the pork, but that's alright. I'll chuck some pork in, chuck those nice little fish things on, a bit of tomato, lettuce. We'll grab some of these. I'll probably turn that off now. I like the mushrooms. Chuck that on. Chuck a bit of this on. And that right there is one hell of a wrap. Check that out. Oh, can't complain with that. That's very nice. That fish is a little bit different. I reckon I might use the other stuff next time. But definitely still eatable. Oh, nice. But how good is that? That is a main feed on the boat. I don't think anyone could complain at that. Now, if you guys don't already know, I've got a Cobb Grill discount code that you can put in at the checkout, and it supports me, helps me out with a bit of gas money and whatnot, and gets you guys a little bit better of a deal. So the code is BUSTUP. I'll chuck it up in the corner up here somewhere, and then you just go in, get what you want, chuck it in the cart, then it'll say coupon code, put in the code BUSTUP, and then you're good to go. You get 10% off, so it helps me out a little bit and gets you guys a little bit better of a price. And yeah, as you can see, main feed's on the boat, bloody handy as, portable, and I've thrashed the shit out of mine and it still goes hard. So if you guys could do that, that's much appreciated if you were looking at buying a Cobb. Boat nearly floated away. How's that? The old boat nearly floated away. Right, so just got off the water. I just chucked the boat on the trailer. That current was absolutely hissing past there, but we got the boat on. Bloody good. But I'm going to end the video here. So thank you guys very much for watching. It's been a hell of an afternoon. We've got heaps of snappers, and caught one for feed too, which is bloody good. And got a nice one too. That was quite skinny, but hey, good fish. So pretty cool for 1.5 meters of water, 1.5 meters. Bloody very, very cool. but I'm gonna make the travel home, wash a boat, all that stuff, all that good stuff. So thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget William the Fisherman on Instagram and Facebook, and I will see you on the next episode.